We see,
We
re-
and we are on.
we are live.
What is going on? How are we? How are we? So,
Hello.
question. No, not question. Hello. I forgot. This is new for Spotify listeners.
Mm-hmm.
How are you guys? We are the Cauldron Shop. We are live from the Cauldron. We. I am the Crescent Witch.
No, you're
I.
not.
I mean.
No, you're not.
No, you're right. I'm not. Wow. I don't even know how that happened. I am the Cauldron Witch, and clearly I am not the smartest person all the time. You, my beloved best friend, you are the Crescent Moon, not the Crescent
Yes.
Witch.
I
I've
am not
learned
the
it right.
cauldron moon either.
No,
Woo.
I mean you could be. You could be.
I mean, it could be.
No, and
You can be whatever you want.
we are live from the Cauldron. This is our first episode. This is amazing. This is titled "Who Are We?" This is a little introductorial. If that's a word. Video
Mm,
on who we are. It's not. It's not. Is it? I didn't think it was. All
we're
right,
just
moving
gonna
on.
go. Keep moving.
Keep
We're
going
gonna.
with it.
It's fine.
This is me. So let me just real quick, real fast, get business out of the way. We are the Cauldron Shop. You can find us at thecauldronshop.com. Shop spelled the old fashioned way. So you got SHOPPE. Thecauldronshop.com. And we run a metaphysical, witchcraft, occult, spiritual shop. We are inclusive to all spiritual paths. We cater to many different religions and spiritualities, and we just want to share the word of witchcraft and spirituality and the old ways out there. And we run a YouTube channel. We are known as the Cauldron Shop on YouTube as well, as long with our new channel, new-ish channel or revised channel, which is the Live from the Cauldron. Or yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. It's
Live
either
from
Live from the Cauldron or the Cauldron Shop Live from the Cauldron. One or the
one
other.
of those two.
One of those two. I don't know. Half of
There'll be
y'all
a
are listening.
link. There'll
Yeah,
be a
there'll be a
link.
link somewhere. Half of y'all are watching this on YouTube anyway, so you found us. Congratulations.
Woohoo!
Um, and yeah, so this is a little introduction video. So, Cress, how you feeling?
Nervous, excited, happy, angry, a
Okay,
little bit
I
of
love
everything.
that. We're feeling everything. You're also baking
Everything.
a cake. Baking bread right now, aren't you?
I wish I was baking a cake, but yes, I'm making homemade sandwich bread because chemicals in the food poison the mind and the spirit.
Exactly. No, and with that being said, I want you to not only ship some of that beautiful deliciousness when you make a new one, you also need to make one for our little vacation Savannah trip coming up.
Yes, yes, I do. And I will be because the husband will require
Yeah, no, I will require, or your best friend will require, because I will eat that whole
every
shit. I will eat
everybody.
sandwiches all day.
I'm
Again, saying the
also
same thing.
toying with a batch of chocolate chunk cookies today at some point
Ooh,
that I want to make because I saw this really cool recipe and I want to try and do it. And
okay.
yeah,
All
I
right,
got a
good
sweet
luck to
tooth.
that. Good luck to that. Okay. All right. Well, let's head off with some of these questions, right? Let's just hop on this train. So we got 10 questions here with a little famous bonus question, because who doesn't love a bonus? And then I'm going
Yes.
to hit you and you're going to hit me with a lightning round of 5 questions.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm gonna
Okay.
hit you off with, what kind of witch are you? Since we are witches, I don't know if I even mentioned that earlier.
This is a witchcraft channel.
I mean,
Um, I am eclectic, so I pull from whatever I f- I feel pulled to. Honestly,
mhm,
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I, as much as we are similar, we are very different in the things that we are pulled to. So, like and I feel like this isn't a question later, so I'm gonna kind of say it. But
I'll let you know.
I ancestral.
It was question 5.
I, I
No, you're good. You're good.
okay.
Because you were right. We had a whole video before this, just so you guys know, because we trying to take this serious. And I was over here answering question 5 on question 1, and I was like, I was impressed. I was like, wow, how'd you know that was question 5? She's like, I'm good at guessing.
I know. I am. But like whatever we're called to pull from, like we don't subscribe I don't subscribe. I can't speak for you. I don't subscribe to any one way of doing, thinking, interacting with spirit, nature. I also need to mention I am a pagan practicing witchcraft.
Yes.
So I do
Uh,
adhere to that too. What's
yeah.
your take? What are you?
So I am also, as well as I'm a pagan witch, and I excuse me, I am, first of all, 420 friendly, so that's why you hear me coughing, and that's why you see
Mhm.
my little friendly guy over here burning over here. So
Mhm.
get your sparks out and light them up. No, I'm also eclectic, 100%, because I'm not someone who ever has been like tied down to one thing. You can't do that to me. I bounce. I love travel. I love adventure. I explore. I research. I do my knowledge. I go to those that interest me and those that I have a real calling to. Sometimes it's because it is in my blood. It is, like for example, Italian witchcraft, European witchcraft, stuff like that. Other things, or American witchcraft. I mean, hello. That is
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
basically everything and above. But anything that and I don't know, now that I'm speaking on this, I'm not sure if there's anything that I connect with that I'm not of blood. um, However, anything again that just interests me, it catches my attention. I like to learn all about it as much as I can. I respect cultures to the max, and there's one thing that I would like to acknowledge, that just because, and this is just a little advice for those out there, just because you want to be eclectic and free spirit and pick and choose and look around, some things you're looking at, you really need to learn, study, and gain not only the respect but the appreciation for what's going on
Mhm.
in that culture. But also you have to understand that some things are closed traditions, not because
Mhm.
people say they are, but because they actually are, and the spirits will get very angry if you're dabbling in things you shouldn't be, and they're closed traditions. So that as my little hot take on that in the eclectic world. But I mean, that's the type of witch I am. I'm a witch, I adhere to magic and witchcraft.
Yes. Agreed. And we can expand on that other topic later because that closed practice thing gets a lot of controversy. But
Yeah,
that's not for this video.
that's not for this episode. That could be a future episode,
Yeah.
100%. Especially if you guys have any questions about that or want to bring anything up, you can let us know. Um, but okay, I'm gonna jump to question two.
Mhm.
Question
Mhm.
two is, what brought you to witchcraft? How did you discover witchcraft? Were you born with it in your family line and were taught the ways of witchcraft from the jump, or or how like did you become a witch discovering witchcraft from outside sources?
Mine is both. To
Mhm.
be simple, the complicated answer and the silly answer is um, movies, and then later finding out family.
Okay. Okay.
I dabbled before I knew. Oh, I hate that word
Yeah.
dabbling. I got into it before I knew it was already like a family thing because it was so hush hush. But
Yeah.
to be honest, I saw the craft. No, that's not the only thing. I mean, I read about witchcraft way before I saw a movie, but the movie visuals, I was
Hmm.
like, ooh.
Hmm. And
And
again,
coming out of Christianity, like everything was cool.
yeah, and real magic and witchcraft happened on that set and was captured by the cameras without them doing anything. Like that wasn't their plan. Like the beach scene. Okay, I don't know if anyone who has seen the movie, but like the beach scene is very famous because it had that whole storm when they were
Mhm.
doing the invocation, and that storm was a real storm that happened during the real invocations. Like there was a real witch on set. So real magic was captured in that movie. So I'm
Mhm.
not surprised that that is a movie that drew you in. For me growing up, I was always into magic. I always believed deep down in me that I had magic. Me and my friend Emily were just talking about this yesterday.
Mhm.
I always had a connection with stuff like that. So when it comes to media, that was always my thing. If it wasn't magic related, I'm not interested. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
I was always into. I was a huge, still a huge fan to this day. My Harry Potter. Don't play with me and Potter, let alone my Charmed. ugh,
Mhm.
surprised I don't even have it. I'm surprised I don't have a tattoo of Charmed somewhere
Me
because
too.
I got two cats named after them. I got Phoebe and Prue, but
Mhm.
I just need a Piper now or a page. Well, and a page at some point, maybe a
And a
snake. I don't know.
Leo, and a this, and a
No, I'm
everybody from
not.
that.
No, we're
You could
good
have a
on the
full
men.
cast.
We're good on the men. No, I don't. We don't. No, we're good. I want the sisters. Because I always
Okay.
wanted the three sisters, the original ones, and then I said if
Mhm.
for whatever reason I have a fourth animal that's a female, then yes, that'll be Paige.
Yeah.
Um, but no, anyway, so I was always drawn into that, and I was 13 years old, which how traditional, how
Same.
traditional. I was 13 years old, and my best friend at the time, she lived okay, where I live now is in the middle of the woods, okay, and if I live in the middle of the woods, she lived in the middle of the forest, okay. Now the thing is, where she lived was first of all already like old and scary. Okay, when I tell you spirits galore, because I don't know about you, I thought I was a psychic before I thought I was a witch or knew I was a witch. And when I thought I was psychic, we would go around exploring for spirits, okay, and doing spirit seeking and stuff like that. Then she ends up, there's an abandoned Girl Scouts like camp in the woods by her house that she ended up finding one day. She broke into the guidance counselor's office and discovered Silver Raven Wolf's Solitary Witch book, and so she calls me up talking about I found this witchcraft book, and she's going crazy. She's like, there's sacrifices in here and ancient magics and blah blah blah. There's not a single of that in I just want to clarify that. There's not a single one of those things up in Solitary Witch. It's a fantastic book. It does not have sacrifices. We were just kids, we're 13. And her family, religious. And I mean, like her parents, sure. Her mom, okay, religious. Her parents, extremely religious. So she didn't want the book. So she ended up giving me the book. And from there is how it started. Because once I found a real witchcraft book, that answered everything I already knew and more questions I had. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
You sure?
Yeah, that's all. Did I go on a little
Okay.
tangent?
A little bit. A
A
little
little
bit.
bit. A little bit.
That's okay though. Moving on.
Well, that's how I discovered it.
No,
And
that's. I mean, I get it. I get it. Found a book in the woods. Done.
yeah, okay, all right, you're right on that. That would have sounded probably a little more creepier. No, all right. Question three: how has your practice changed over the years?
Are you asking me, or you want to go ahead and answer?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
Because I like because it's. I mean, I think with just evolution of the self, the
Right.
craft evolves with you. You
That's
know,
what. Yeah.
there. When you get into it, you want to be into everything, and then it collects dust, and you move on. Well, no, you know how when you're like we were talking about earlier, like you get so excited and hyped up, and then you kind of get wrapped up in like, oh, I got to have this to do that. And then as you progress as a human, your practice goes with you, so you find less and less that you don't need things, you just need you. You know,
Mm,
so it's like, yeah, it's a constant evolution.
right.
I mean, there are some constants in it, but like a lot of stuff changes day to day, month to month, year to year, season to
Yeah.
season, you know? I
No,
mean,
exactly. When you as a person, you change, you evolve. And that's with anything that you do. Your job, your family, your religious or spiritual path. And you being a witch is no different. Your
right,
magic from day one to day now is going to be completely different depending on how much time has passed and what you've become interested in. What we were interested in the beginning, it may not be what we're interested in now. You know what I mean? So, or many people has went through many different interests and discoveries, and I know people that have literally been every religion under the sun, and still is. You know what I mean? So right now, like for me personally, I would say my witchcraft, I will say this just to give you a snapshot of one, two. In the beginning, it was very spiritual, and I mean, not that it isn't now. I'll say it was very there was I was a Wiccan, so there was a lot of the lighter magics, or the not lighter magics, but the light fluffy stuff, you know what I mean? um and now it's just I work a lot more with, like, it's just more personal rather than community based, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because I'm more solitary and I'm not a Wiccan. So I went from kind of trying to be involved in a community and working very fluffy stuff, and, positivity rules everything, to more realistic. And I'm a lone wolf, other than with my little circle. It's just,
Mhm. Mhm. Which I think a lot of people end up there
yeah,
in their practices.
yeah. But
What's
we
3?
can even talk about that later. Question
Yeah.
3, no, question 4 is: do you work with any spirits or gods or anything like that?
I haven't you asking me?
Yeah,
Okay. I
ladies
have
first.
I have one deity, Hecate, and I do okay, so there's Hecate, and then there's Mama Morte, and then there's, but like deity wise,
Right.
God wise, Hecate.
Mm,
Like that's my main chick. Actually, it's my one, other than Mama, like her. That's it. I don't. I know a lot of people have a male and a female. I don't subscribe to that, which again, later episode. But like, I have Hecate.
right. I I ended up, and this is where I will say, for me personally, I when it comes to the gods, I did not seek them out. So they sought me out. But I work with Hecate as my goddess, and I work with Hearn as my god. Now, for a little bit in the beginning of my craft, there was no deity. Then there was just Hecate, and then now it's Hecate and Hearn, and it has been so ever since. When it comes to spirits, I work with spirits. I work with saints. I work with angelic spirits,
Mm,
like you said,
I
Santisima
forgot about.
Muerte,
I forgot about.
Saint Dymphna. No, not Saint
uh,
Dymphna. Why did I say Saint Dymphna?
I don't
Saint
know.
Barbara.
Barbara. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Saint Barbara.
Martha.
Martha. What the?
Martha. Barbara is there for in case of emergency during hurricane season,
I
but
work
like
with Saint Barbara, which is
you have
like,
Barbara, I
yeah.
have Martha.
I got
Martha
Barbara. You
the
got
magical.
Martha. Oh
Got
my
a
god.
some of covered old ladies.
I was about to say this sound. This really do sound like some weird. Oh, that's so funny. Just a bunch of old women getting together. No, when it comes to, yeah, so I work the gods, Hecate, Hearn. My angels that I'm devoted to is La Santísima Muerte and Archangel Michael, and the saints I work with is Saint Peter, Saint Lucy, Saint Barbara, and Saint Anthony. And I'm looking behind me because they right behind me. I literally went down the line: one, two, three, four.
2, 3, 4 knocking at my door. Do 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 do.
Get it, with it. All right. Question 5. Would you consider your practice or yourself more of a modern practice witch, or more old school, older witch?
Both. I incorporate both out of necessity, old school out of habit.
I'm sorry. I just love the old ways. Yeah. Okay. I'm very much. I love the old ways. I'll tell you that right now. I love them. But no. I'll be realistic. I'll say this: I'm modern in the ways of the way I think, because back in the old days, there was there would be a tendency of, like, there's one way to do this in this genre, in this culture, and that's the only way. You know what I'm saying? And now my eclectic brain don't go there. My modern way of thinking is no, because now I personally work with ancestors. I work necromancy. I communicate with spirits, and the old ways of working with spirits sometimes are not nice. I am very
Mhm.
demanding, commanding, and it's probably a reason why a lot of shit went wrong back then. I'm just my personal opinion. So like when it comes to necromancy, my version and magics may look very modern because I don't command spirit, I implore spirit. You know, I seek
Mhm.
companionship, partnership. I seek a this or that, a quid pro quo. You know what I mean? Back then it was not very much like that, and there was a lot of threatening and commanding and just
A lot of
harshness.
Zach Baggins going on back in the day.
Exactly, exactly. Now you know how we feel about him.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Taking
so
Baggins off somewhere.
in ways like that, in my ways of thinking, I'd say I'm very modern. But in my practice and how I do things, I'd say it can get very old world
Mhm.
history very easily.
I mean,
Um,
I've witnessed you do both, and it gets old school real quick.
yeah. Um, Number six. Do you, Miss Thang, believe in the supernatural, and what does the word supernatural mean to you?
Mm. Mm.
Excuse me for the background noises. We do not have our microphones yet. I'm sorry.
Right.
I
That's
got a
okay.
lot
I
of
can't
people in
really.
this house.
I don't really hear anything. I'm not picking it up on my end.
Good.
But yes, to the question, I do believe in the supernatural. What was the second part of that question?
What does supernatural mean to
Mean
you?
to me. Anything natural but super.
I hate you. By the way, we're very abusive to each other, guys. So don't get worried when I say I'm gonna hit her or she gonna slap me.
Yeah, we both mean it. It's fine.
It's fine.
Um so supernatural. Okay, well, in the occult, if everything is sort of supernatural, right? Like because you're depending on things that don't you, okay. How do I explain it? Supernatural. We just talked about this the other day, and now I'm like, what did I say? How did I explain it? Um, it's the enhancement of what's already there.
Mhm.
Like it's the thing that occurs naturally, but enhanced, like bigger, better, smaller, more vicious, like whatever. It- how did I tell you the other day? 'Cause we did this playoff the other day. What did I? How
Um,
did I describe it?
I remember. I remember what I said.
Okay, well, thanks for listening. What did you say? You answer the question
I'm
on your
sorry.
end.
I'm sorry. I was just not to sound like an asshole.
Too
No,
late, too late, too late. Hashtag too late.
listen, listen. I because and I feel like because we were both talking about this, but we were saying how to me anyway that the supernatural is the energy that is naturally already there, heightened at a higher frequency.
What I said. It's natural but super. It's supernatural.
Dude, I
Whatever.
can't with you. I can't with you.
Whatever. Moving on.
I
This is what
quit.
happens. He'll be like asking me a question, and in mid me answer, he'll be tuning out, thinking about how he's going to answer the question, and doesn't even listen to me anymore. I'm just okay. You had your chance. You've lost me. I'm in my own head, and I do this that same stupid shit to him. We ADHD. This is ADHD at its finest, trying to come together and work as one. You see the it's already off the tracks.
My contacts are so off key right now. Listen, okay. I said it very smart like though, so
All right,
was very smarticle about it. No,
smarticle. Yes,
yes. No,
smarticle.
I mean, yeah, so, but that also involves things, right? So, like, I'm talking to me, okay, and this is where, okay, okay.
Mhm,
To
mhm,
me,
mhm, mhm.
supernatural. To me, spirits, in a sense, could be viewed as supernatural because that is energy at being. It's a conscious form of energy, right? So it's natural energy, just heightened because there's a conscious life there, whether it's living or dead. That's irrelevant. You know what I mean? I'd say humans are supernatural, maybe. You know, because we are shellless. I mean, no, we are. and we're bodies, right? We're shells that without our conscious mind, without the ways things are flowing and working the way they're supposed to, we would be useless and just drop dead. You know what I mean? And then we'd be a spirit. I don't know. But I believe in the sense of, well, I 100% believe in supernatural, 100%. Vampires, mermaids. Remember that clip I showed you about the mermaid with the
Mhm.
fish? I swear, with the dead fish on TikTok that's going viral right now, I swear that was a
Mhm.
mermaid. That was some weird shit. But anyway, and that's not even the only thing I saw. But anyway, so I believe in it, and I believe it to be a form of, like, I mean, honestly, witchcraft, where you take all the natural energy that's around you, which is heighten it to a certain frequency to manifest, and and then we send it out and we manifest to get so it comes back in the physical realm. That's a little supernatural because it's guided by something else. It takes that,
Yeah.
and it's not in its natural state. Energy in its natural state is just there. You know what I mean? It takes the witch
Needs
to do something with it.
right. Exact manipulation.
Right. And therein lies, again, the vampires, the mermaids, the spirits, the witches, the what am I missing? The aliens. And
The
don't get us started
Wendangos.
on the aliens.
That's a
Um
whole different conversation when it comes to energy manipulation, and we don't have time for that one right now.
no, again, no. We'll say it and then we move on. But so I don't know.
I mean, you
Um
answered it pretty well. What's the next one?
no, thank you. I try. I try. Seven question. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Okay. What misconception about witchcraft do you wish to
Oy.
eradicate? Wish that would like to just stop. Just shut up.
Do
Everyone
you
stop
want
believing this now.
me to be honest, or do you want me to tell you the soft version?
I want you to be honest. This is here for who are we. They need to know who we are. Excuse me.
I am so sick of hearing people say that witchcraft is evil, that we dance with the devil under the pale moonlight. Because, bitch, if I could, I would. Titties out, dance with
Titty
the devil
now.
all night. Like, I don't even care. But I'm so sick of hearing the evil part because let's face it, I can point out evil in every other religion too. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hung up on it.
Mm-hmm.
And all it is you think differently than me, you believe differently than me, and that's your problem, not mine,
Right.
and vice versa.
Right. No, I would 100% agree with that. See, and some of it, like, because to me, especially with the whole devil thing, like my God and any horned god, horned deity, like Pan, Chronos, and much more. Even I mean now because of the Christian religion, the folklore, and the devil, but like these horned spirits that are really just a current of primordial power of the forest and the earthly energies, harnessed in a masculine form through these horned deities that have now become demonized. I mean, did I say
Mhm.
demons? Deities, these gods that has become demonized and become the face of evil. And as someone who is a worker of with a horned god, I have him tattooed on my arm, and I've had people tell me, "Oh, why do you have the devil tattooed on your arm?" Like, so in some ways, like, okay, yeah, you're right. I dance with the devil under the moon, but why is it evil? You know what I mean? Why is it that I'm always trying to kill someone or get after someone? Like that is
Right.
something that frustrates me to no end. I w-
I
my
agree.
so that I agree. I relate. I understand. If I'm going to, because that would probably be my answer too. But if I want to bring a little diversity to this table, my
Mhm.
answer then would be I also want people to stop coming to witchcraft thinking you can just magically get what you want at no cost, no appreciation or respect. Just come
Mhm.
in and it's just a quick, easy, gimme, 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 and then bounce out of the craft. No
Mhm.
appreciation for the spirits or the magic that actually was at play. In fact, because
Right.
of none of that, it probably whatever they want didn't work. So they just came, didn't get what they wanted, and left. That shit I don't like. It's not just a quick gimme gimme.
No, it's a dedication and it's
Mm.
respect and it's ceremonial and like there's so much more other than Even though we do these things so often, writing on a leaf and burning it with a candle. Feel like that's the other thing. The representation of witchcraft. One, I think it should be slated as a religion. I understand why it cannot be, sort of. However, it
And we're not just
very
speaking
much
on Wicca.
is. Yeah, well, exactly. But again, different episode. But I feel like, to me, the same people that demonize the craft are the same ones wreaking havoc in their own religion.
Yes. Because you know why? Because it's easy for them to do what they're doing if everyone's looking at someone else.
Right. Pointing the finger over here,
Yep.
distraction.
Yep. So 100%. Very well said. Um I feel like there was something I wanted to bring up, but I completely glossed over now because you said that. And yeah, no,
Oh, I'm
100%.
taking notes as we go. Every time you say something that triggers a thought, I'm writing the crap down.
Okay, cool. Because I don't know what I was gonna say. Um,
Well,
but
what was the next one then? Or you
uh,
answered right, your end, right?
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah. I
demonization.
wish
Yeah.
people would, have respect for. Again, there in some sense it is true what they say that witchcraft comes with a price. You have to pay a
Mm-hmm.
price. I'm not saying that that price is,
But
your unborn child, but like
no, but
it's
it's the same
sometimes
thing
it's
in
for.
Christianity.
Mhm.
It's
Like,
the same thing because you go into church and they pass that tithe bowl around,
and
and if you
collect
don't put
moolah.
money, yeah, they're collecting a physical
Yeah,
payment from you, and you will get demonized if you pass it and don't put money in it by your
yeah,
peers on each side of you. Like we've
exactly.
all, or not we've all, but a lot of us have
I mean,
experienced that in
yeah,
real
no.
life.
Are you kidding me? Some people are embarrassed. It's shameful
It
that they're
is.
putting shame on you. It's just terrible, and that's
Yeah.
and
Mm.
that's what they're again different conversation, different episode.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I agree with you. I wish A, they would stop demonizing it, and B, I wish for the other half stop coming to it thinking you can just get what you want and then bounce because that's not cool either. That's not
I'm
what
about
we're
to go off
about.
on my own little tangent because those are the same people that will come to us when the priest can't help them. That's all I'm gonna
Because
say.
because when because that's the thing. That's the thing. Baby, sometimes when the priest can't do it, the priest will go to the witch.
Mhm.
Like, come
Mhm.
on.
But nobody wants to talk about that out loud.
I have seen in cases, and this will can be a whole other episode too, but I have seen in cases like Ed and Lorraine Warren, where they're even Lorraine, who is a gifted medium, right? Who was a gifted medium, when they can't figure it out, even they went to the witch or the meat or like a psychic or someone more maybe on just our side of the fence. And then watch them
Mhm.
blame them when something goes wrong when oh look, don't get me started on that. That's a whole other episode. That's a whole other tangent. Let's just move on. There's a lot of things
I'm
we
writing
could
that one
debate.
down. I just wrote that one down
There you
so we
go.
could
Yeah,
get
look, there's
into
a
it.
lot we could debate. Okay, listen. Moving on, question 8. What are your favorite tools?
Mm.
And why?
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
You go first.
I'll go first. So because I'm gonna bust out immediately the candle, and it's so funny because I got that shit right next to me right now. I'm gonna bust out the candle. And a lot of when you think witches, in my opinion, there's the witch in the cave, in the cabin, in the woods, anywhere. What else is right next to them other than a black cat and maybe a broom? That
A
motherfucking
candle.
candle. That all candles galore. And look, if I'm a honey, I'm gonna tell you right now. If there was a candle whore anywhere, it's me, bitch.
Mhm.
If I could have candles everywhere on the walls, just everywhere, and it not be a fire hazard, I would.
Mhm.
I would
Mhm.
because
I
candles
agree.
are so powerful. Okay, they take because witchcraft is harnessing the natural energies around us, right? So you're talking air, earth, fire, and water, right? You talking those elements incorporate magic in one way or another. They govern some type of magics in one way or another. So you take that elemental power, boom, that candle got everything right there. You got the wax for earth, you got the melted wax for water, you got the evaporation of that wax for air, and you have that flame for the candle and that
Mhm.
candle and that whole constant chemical change that's happening when you burn a candle is nothing but energies just sitting there happening. And honestly, if you do nothing with it, it's just going to waste. You know, it's just going out there into the cosmos doing nothing, you know. But if you enchant that candle and put your magic in that candle, now as that candle burns down, that energy that constantly that chemical reaction is constantly creating is your enchanted energy and that power. That's why, you know, because witches we can only last for so long. So when we give out, we have those enchanted candles that keep going for us.
Hmm.
Now look, now obviously I can also say, because I got two neck and neck. The Cauldron, how you doing? Because I'm the golden energy baby. I love the Cauldron. It is a representation of our shop. It is a representation of the universe of everything. It could be a representation of witchcraft itself because of how diverse witchcraft is, and the Cauldron is nothing but a black pot filled with anything or nothing, and nothing in a sense is everything. Like a magician's black hat, how they can just pull a bunny or like you know a little dove out of it and like it's nothing. That's the cauldron. It reaches into the cosmos, into the world, into the other forces, and you can pull out your intention, your desire, your manifestation. The cauldron, just like the candle, endless versatile tool that can just be anything. That's
My
it.
turn.
Yeah. You go, baby. You go.
I'm surprised you didn't say the womb. I was waiting on it.
Oh yeah. Well, girl, there's so much. I could. That could be a whole episode. I mean, look,
Well,
the
no, that's
cauldron.
normally the first thing that pops out of your mouth when you talk about the cauldron. It's like the womb.
It
It gives
is.
life to the spell.
It is. It is, and it could kill. It could take away womb and tomb. It could destroy. It could end. It's the cauldron.
Okay.
Yeah, look, and plus you brew your cold your potions in what the cauldron, you know. And today's modern version would be a pot, you know. So
Mm,
everyone still got their cauldrons or the what is it? The fucking what is it? The electric the crock pot, right? That's
crock
also
pot, the electric
yeah.
cauldron. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
electric cauldron. So everyone still got them. Everyone still uses them. You know, it's family hearth and home. You know, it's where everything comes from. So with that, you can affect everything. Add a fucking candle. Literally, light a candle inside a cauldron. Boom, life. All right, you got me started on the tangent now.
Jesus, Moses, very
You started
expensive.
it. You started it.
I said one thing and you took off for another 5 minutes.
Then I said, "Oh, you want the tangent? I got you with the tangent. Let me tell you. Add a cauldron. Mix the two together.
So here's where my modern side comes in. Is this has become my favorite. This torch right here, I love this mug.
I
This is amazing.
They
And
had
then,
torches back then.
huh?
They had torches back then.
Well, I like this one. It's modern. Anyway, moving on.
Yes.
I don't remember when we talked what I said because I'm sure because of my brain that day, we'll say something different today. But the candle, I like my candles. I like my candles. I feel like everything I do spell wise or even in some forms of meditation, like I want a candle, you know? And then fire. And then my cauldron. Okay, I
So
like a
candle in
lot
the
of
cauldron.
stuff. Yeah, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
I hate being the same as you.
So why do you?
I don't know. 'Cause I swear I had a different answer the other day, and now I'm like, well, today's me. This personality is saying this.
uh,
So that's what we're going with.
mortar and pestle.
No,
No. Wow, the judgment you put on mortar and pestle. I love mortar
it's
and
not
pestle.
judgment, but again, my modern side is like as I was making soap for the shop the other day.
Well,
Where's
that's
my electric
different. We need,
grinder?
yeah, we need
Where's my
both.
grinder?
We're making a shit ton. Like if we were using mortar and pestle, we would be there for years.
Yeah,
Anyway,
and I love my mortar and pestle. I own several. They're one of my favorite things to grab when I'm in the moment, in the zone, and I'm feeling that energy. But then when I have to make a big batch, it's like, where's my grinder at?
yeah, no, but 100% cauldron. handle. And again, like our business logo emblem is the cauldron, because
Yeah, that's true.
we're a community. It's diverse. We are a blend of all things, like coming to a a cookout and everyone gathering around for some chili, my spicy chili specifically.
Mm-mm, I made my chili
She
last night. It was
she ran.
amazing.
You hear how she ran from that. She was like, "No, no, get that spicy out of here." All
No,
right.
I like spicy. I don't like to be in the hospital though. So
I've never
that's
been in
where
the
I'm a
hospital because of my spicy.
I cannot wait for 20 more years to pass. And you're
Look,
like, where's my acid medicine? I got an ulcer. You're gonna have the best pumping heart on the planet though, as much fucking
damn
cayenne pepper
straight,
as you use. That shit is great
damn
for you.
straight. Like healthy is what we're looking for here. As I'm
Oh yeah.
smoking marijuana.
And we're about to go smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
what's
Listen, we're moving
next?
on. We're moving on. Do you? It got wet. I'm sorry. Do you adhere to the wheel of the year? Oh, that bitch rhymed.
mm,
Okay. Okay, Cauldron Witch with the rhyming.
I
Do
think
you
neither
adhere?
one of us really do. We do and we don't.
Yes, exactly. See, look, and I'm gonna tell you right now, as I am moving.
Here, controversy of trigger warning,
Yeah,
controversy
yeah,
coming.
yeah, 100%. Look, first off, I appreciate the wheel of the year for what it is. How, and especially with it being, and I'm just talking based on the 8 holidays that we all know and love, and I love it. It's old, it's different cultures of different pagan religions that we reconstructed and still celebrate today, and I love that for us. For me specifically though, I go based off of, again, I'm a pagan, right? So the wheel of the year for me is more religious than it is witchy or witchcraft, but you 100% can incorporate the two. But anyway, moving on. I adhere by nature. So I celebrate the earth cycles where I live. And right now, at a time where it would look very much like very similar to the wheel of the year because of where I live being very similar to Europe's weather, I'm moving down south. And so I am very curious to see how that's going to change and that's going to play and me celebrating the energy cycles and the natural cycles down where I'm moving to. So
Because
that's
it will
my
be
answer.
drastically different for 5 months out of the year for you.
Yeah, so that's my answer for now. It's right now we're changing the game, so we're actually in a new era. So ask me that again in 2 years.
Right. And
Okay.
I could answer from a standpoint of yes, yet no, only because the dormant period is the starting period for me.
100. Okay, that was another thing. 100%. So yeah, you want to explain that a little bit, like when it
Um
comes to like Yule and Samhain, which most pagans would know those times by those Sabbaths.
terms, yeah. So the witch's new year
Mm-hmm.
is on Samhain.
That one.
That's what everybody adheres to. However, I feel like, and maybe it's geographically speaking, but do you also feel sort of the same way? So, like, maybe it's not geographic, maybe it's just the way our brains work. The dormant period is where germination happens, right? It's where things they start moving on their own molecular frequency to get ready for the harvest season or the sowing season. Not the harvest, the sowing season. So, where you plant your crops. That
Reaping.
dormant period is
Okay.
darking.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's dark. It's cold. There's no sun. To me, that screams Yule.
Mm-hmm. That is
And
you.
right, and that doesn't. So for me, the start of the wheel is Yule.
Look, it's like the sun, right? First day coming back is Yule, right? That those days is like the beginning of everything under the earth becoming back. It's like one and the same.
Hmm.
During Samhain is respectfully when everything has gone to past and everything dies,
Right. We've
everything
we've
rests,
harvested.
everything. That's the beginning, yes, of the darkness, but And respect, that's the end of life. And there's that period from Samhain to Yule that is very potent, because that's really when the veil is also thin, like how it is
Germination.
during Yule and Beltane. During that period is that's spiritual. What did you just say?
Germination was the word I couldn't think of.
Yes. I think you said it earlier.
Did
But
I? Okay.
I don't but but that's that incubation period, right, for that spirit, in my opinion, for that evolution, from going from point A to point B. And then once Yule begins, that's the new life, that is rebirth. I mean, in many cultures, you know what I mean, that is the start. Even with looking at, then again, for me as a pagan honoring nature, Yule, that is when the sun reaches, that's the longest night, shortest day, and from that point on, the sun's light is returning, is coming back to us, right? So, boom, that to me is the beginning. Samhain is the end. So for my new year is Yule. What I mean would be around Yule. To me,
Around
it's not
there. We're
Yule.
the
Yeah,
solstice area.
yeah. To me, that's the sol. There you go. Thank you. My new year is the winter solstice. That's what I celebrate.
Yeah. And we put out our offerings, and
Hmm.
this is why we say we're very similar, but we're also very different
Hmm.
in some areas, not in all areas. We're very similar in most
Listening
areas.
to this right now, you wouldn't think we're different. We are.
I know. We
We
are.
are.
We are, trust me.
Um,
Um
See, we even say at the same time. Stop, stop, just stop. Okay, moving on, because we know what we know the answers. Okay, 9, no 10. Oh, okay. How do you feel about this? Is just a how do you feel question. But A, what is a coven, and how do you feel about them?
mm,
That's not. That sounds so. That sounds so like messy. Like, how do you
it's
feel
no,
about them? Like,
I
oh
mean,
shit.
as
No, we're not.
solitary practitioners, we can have an opinion.
Yes, 100%. Well, we kind of, in a sense, we've kind of, been in our own coven. You know what
A
I
coven of
mean?
two,
No, no, I'm talking about when other
coven of
witches get
three.
involved. Okay, right?
Yeah, like I
No,
mean, we have
see,
okay. That's I
add your
wrote that down
personality is
actually.
a coven of damn near 13.
Well, here,
She got that. You got, yeah, yeah, yeah. She got that. She was like, yeah, well, hey, bitch.
moving on. I said it earlier though. I was like, well, today's personality says this.
Right,
So,
right.
um, well,
All right,
no,
what is
like
a coven? What is a coven?
I don't know that definition, but I will tell you this. Um, I think it's a 13 or more working on the same collective goal.
No,
Blah blah
it's
blah blah.
3 up to 13, I think.
Three up to 13.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have three, you might as well have 13. Um, this is where I come in. I have 12, and he's the one 13. Boom.
Hello. We have a coven.
So I put down a question for a later episode: witchy versus witch versus what? That's the wrong question. Uh, hold on. Oh, okay. Lone wolves in witchcraft versus coven or group work. Now, a group work is what we have been involved in, not with me and my personalities, just us and other people. That is what I say collective group work.
That is group work,
N-
100%.
Not a coven. A coven is people that strictly adhere to the same set of beliefs, correct?
Hmm.
And practice. They
Hmm.
practice this, they do
I
everything
think, well,
coordinated.
no, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they do, like some covens. I think yes, all are the same. I think some other covens though are a diverse group of different witches that come together to collectively cooperate and work together on whatever they're doing that coven night. But so they don't have to necessarily have the same beliefs. They have rules though. Covens tend to have rules. And if you break one of those rules and are outcasted, well, now you're a warlock. How you doing?
Yeah, you're an oath breaker.
Yeah. So there's
Well,
there's like stuff like that.
and I will say from my perspective, as yet, outside what we do and my 12 personalities make it a coven, um, I don't think a coven is the place for me because I have a hard time with authority and going along with someone else's agenda that I don't freaking agree with. So I do great in group work
Oh,
because we can do our individual things for the same goal, but the way we do them on our personal selves but like in a coven set, like a strict coven, probably not the best place for me.
Mm-mm. Yeah, no, I I love to hear that a coven is getting together. I love a group
Oh,
of
I'm all
people.
for it.
Yeah, no, I love a group of people that can get along. um, Personally speaking, I am very again for me in the way I practice again because of how I practice. I feel like I feel like a lot of people, especially modern day witches, more like light and fluffy kind of witches. They don't like me. They don't like me. I'm not a dick.
Well,
I'm not gonna like curse your back because you bumped into me or cut me off on traffic.
no, no,
Absolutely
it's
not.
just our
But
way of practicing is not the same
yeah,
as newer aged witches.
yeah. Look, if you were to see some of like the modern altars out there, you wouldn't necessarily want to demonize it or think it's evil. You see our altars, even though it's not evil, again, those are the altars that would be like, oh, that's evil.
Yeah, I mean they're very
Ridiculous. As in the people who say that. I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah, no, but like I think it also just depends on like how much trauma have you had in your life? Can you look at this and not get traumatized? Like you know what I mean? Like what have you been through? Have you been through enough stuff to deal with me? Have you been through enough stuff to come in my house and not get scared? Like
Yeah,
my house to me looks fine because it's me. It's
yeah.
mine. It's my energy, my space. But I understand like sometimes people come over and it's like, "Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
yeah.
I'm
I've
going to be out of here real quick."
Yeah. I have neighbors who have just seen me do whatever the fuck I do, whether I'm, performing an espit, or a sabbat or a ritual or whatever the fuck I'm doing. And I've been deemed a Satanist by so many of my neighbors, and it is so funny to me.
It
But
is
yeah.
cuz like honestly, I would take a Satanist over most people any day.
Oh my God, Eddie, bro, most of my friends are Satanists. My tattoo artist is a Satanist, and I love her. Like,
Mhm.
don't I would literally would rather I'd rather be in a circle of Satanists than
Some other religions and we'll leave it
yeah,
at that.
yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all know. Anyway,
Okay.
look. I'm just
Are we
saying that
on to the
the bad people
what?
everywhere, not just.
Exactly. And I'm not saying that witches are not they're not some questionable characters
I
out
don't
there.
know.
There
We got
100%
questionable
is.
characters.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got plenty.
yeah,
Plenty plethora of questionable fucking people in the witchcraft community.
yes.
It just ain't us. Actually,
Uh,
hell, it might be. Some people might be looking at us like we're crazy. We don't know.
they are,
Nor do we care.
but it's okay. Okay. That was the last question. Was about coven work.
Woo! Okay.
So, which is good because we're gonna end this pretty shortly, and so I'm gonna hit you with the bonus questions, and then we'll get through the lightning round, which will be as fast as lightning. So we are at the bonus question. Very sacred, very important. Now this, I'm telling everybody, all the listeners, get close, get close. We getting real, we getting real. Come here, get close. Yeah, stretch it out, get close. What is one thing you wish someone would have like? What is one thing you wish someone had told you in the beginning of practicing your witchcraft?
Mm, thought about this.
Okay.
And I think, and we saw this earlier in the last recording that got scrapped, is
Yeah.
I tend to take things way serious. Like if we're doing this, I want it to be 100% professional. Like we can kiki and cut up, but like I want it to be professional. I don't want, I want things strictly the way they're supposed to be. And I can't always achieve that. And I wish somebody would tell me to calm down. Not saying that to me, that is not the right way to say it to, but like don't
No.
take myself seriously. Don't take
But
things too
that's
seriously, but I still do it.
that's where I was like, okay, burn your sage because you were ready to murder those two.
I was ready to just quit and be like, you know what, I can't do this. Maybe this isn't the right thing. Because I cannot deal with like I have a set plan and this is the tism ticking. If there's a set
Mhm.
plan and we say this is the plan, then that better be the plan.
Yeah. Yep.
So I still to this day, even though I've been practicing since the 90s, like I still struggle with that.
Yeah. 100%.
One of my
Um,
personalities,
is a batshit crazy one.
Patricia.
Patricia. No, we love Patricia. She's the goofy one. She's the
I'm
one
just
that makes
thinking
plans with people that even
Sally.
I'm looking at you like, stop talking.
Yeah, Sally. Sally's the straight necked one. She's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's
Sally needs to relax.
she does.
Sally needs to burn her sage.
She did.
And she's
And here we
great now.
are.
Yeah, no,
Right.
no, 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 no. You were ready to murder. It was so funny
Mm,
though, just see her like about to murder those two. No, because
bro.
there was just other voices, and they were like not necessary. We were, you guys don't y'all know them, so why are we? Um, you know, for me, my answer not only is stop over fucking thinking.
Mm.
If like trust me, if you really first off, if you really want to know, you have the means to getting that answer. So stop overthinking. B, stop spending your damn money.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, that was a big one. Oh my god, that was a big one. Stop spending your
And
money. You don't need everything.
I feel
Slow
like we
down.
were told. Okay, I wasn't told that because there was no. Ow, I just hit myself in the face. There was no one to tell me that when I was starting because there was no one around me that would practice. Right. So,
Same.
like, I know there are people out there going, "Calm down. You don't need to buy everything." I know we've said it on our other videos. You
Yep.
don't need everything. You just need you. You
Yep.
know.
Yep.
However, all the nice things are really nice, and you get pulled
We're
into them. They're
new.
shiny.
It's very, I mean, honestly, just think of a child. You know what I mean? How they
Yeah.
want everything. We were like children again, and we didn't have anyone a guiding light other than those in spirit who probably yelled at us, but we're too busy buying things and just
No,
clicking the checkout button. But
I'm a
we,
hobby hoe anyway, so
me
you throw a
too.
new hobby
I
at me
mean,
that I can incorporate into my religious practice,
I
I'm there
mean,
for
look,
it.
I'll tell you this, and even homegirl can vouch. There's not a cauldron I don't use. Okay, they are all used.
Facts.
I got over, I think, 13 cauldrons, and
I
each
think
and
that
every
was
one of them motherfuckers.
yeah,
So
well, it's like me and my mortar and pestles. I have 3 or
same.
4 and they
I
all
got a
have
shit
different
ton.
functions.
Yep. No, same. I got a shit ton. I got some just for the kitchen because witchcraft mortar and
Mhm.
pestles. First of
I
all,
have
witchcraft
one
mortar
just
and
for
pestles.
cat. The one in the kitchen is for the cats. It's
Oh yeah, yeah,
strictly
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
cat
yeah.
medicine.
Yeah, see, yeah, no, because you need, especially in the witch worlds, you need a witchcraft mortar and pestle, a resin mortar and pestle, and a first of all, an
A
altogether,
dry herb
well, a
mortar and
dry
pestle.
herb, yep, a one for all together, and then
Uh-huh.
another one just for the kitchen because you don't
And
want to
then
mix.
you need a molcajete, which is not does not go by the same thing. Doesn't go by the
Um,
same thing, but it is a mortar and pestle, but it's called a
yeah,
molcajete. And you need one of them bitches because
yeah,
that's the dude grinds the shit out of stuff.
yeah. I don't. You know what I have? I have a granite large mortar and pestle. I do not have a molcajete. I wish I
Oh,
did. No, I don't.
your birthday's coming up.
I know I can't wait. It's I need to get in
I'm
the sun. I need to lay in the sun.
got your face about the sun. Move on. Next question.
She said, "Move on." There is no next question other than the lightning round. So, do you want to go first, asking questions, or do you want to go first, answering questions?
Ooh, I will ask.
Oh, okay. No, oh, that took me off guard. I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna try to answer these as fast as possible. That's the rule. You just got to do this very fast, very speedy. Like first thing that come to your mind, say it, as long as it's appropriate.
Right. Okay, I had to find them because they're in my little thingy. All right, all right, all right, all right.
Okay.
First question.
First question. I'm gonna close my eyes so I can just boom.
Who's your favorite author in witchcraft?
Raven Gramassi.
Raven Grimassi. I knew that one. All right. Two.
Mhm.
What's your favorite form? Or okay, here it's a two-part question. Do you meditate? If so, what's your favorite type of meditation?
I meditate, maybe not as much as I should, but I meditate. My favorite type of meditation is sitting there with your eyes shut and visualizing mental pictures. I like to, honestly, it's like borderline astral projection, but it's like not yet because I can astral project from that point, or I can just stay where I am in my little mental world. But I visualize. I don't just sit there mindlessly. I don't do that.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. If you had to choose, other than your favorite spots here in your realm, where you're at, where you live, where would you want to practice magic? Like if you could pick anywhere in the world, any backdrop, any whatever,
The charmed basement, the charmed attic, the charmed attic, the charmed one's
out
attic.
of the entire world, you pick that.
Listen. If I could, is it like only one shot, or like do I just have the ability to go anywhere?
No,
Because
one,
it's one
one.
shot.
That's one. You're like
Okay, then yeah, I
the
would
most
have to.
magical place to you in your brain.
Okay, then I
Eh,
would have to. No, my brain is screaming Hogwarts. I just want to express that. I
that
just,
works.
I need to express that. But what I was gonna say is, I need like an old, not abandoned, but an old fucking castle where, yeah,
Mm,
like like honestly, I want their one part of the castle to be like blocked off because I want there to be a shattered high ass turret where I can like control the winds and like cause a storm. Like like I just that's what I'm picturing. It's like
okay,
picturing.
that works. I mean, that's an
Right.
answer.
Yeah.
All right,
Imagine Hogwarts after the Battle of Hogwarts, but they didn't rebuild. That would be me. That would be where I would be.
which is wild that you say that.
Why?
Because why would you not want a fresh castle
Well,
or a
like,
rebuilt
well, I
castle?
mean, it would everything would be okay except that one part that like got fucked up, and I
That's the
decided not to
symbol
fix it.
of we fought a war.
Exactly, and there again, I can conjure from the great beyond. I want it to be the best view over the lands, because yeah,
Okay.
that's my
Um,
final answer. But if I can pick like multiple, then yes, the charmed attic. Yes, I don't even need the sisters to be there. Just give me that attic to myself.
move, bitches. I got this.
I mean, y'all need three witches to get this done. This is my business here. Let's play.
No, he doesn't have an ego. Um, so next question. Silly bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you keep witchcraft supplies on your person or in your car?
Yes, but well,
Mm,
in my car.
okay.
Yeah, she said which
And
one.
I mean, you didn't. I mean, you just said yes. It doesn't matter to me.
I mean,
Um,
amulettes and talismans too, but the
right.
tools in the car.
Okay. So last question on my side is, what's your favorite route to work with?
Mandrake group, betterly known or more officially known as
Mandragora.
Mandragora. Exactly.
Mandragora. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. All right. Your turn. Number off.
Mm.
Number one. We're starting with what is your favorite spirit animal?
Ooh, I have two:
Okay, hit me.
the wolf and the owl.
You got oversea, like over the lands and in the lands. I love that.
Hmm.
I love that. Okay.
Wisdom,
Num-
stealth, perseverance, loyalty, all the things.
Number two. What is your favorite? Do you have a comfort spell? And if so, what is it? Why are you laughing? Don't laugh.
Because you know I love my money magic. And I go to that candle and I light that candle and I say that spell. And
And it
that
works.
is and it works. And
And
I love it. And it's my favorite.
okay, without being a greedy witch, what is your favorite comfort spell?
A bay leaf with someone's name on it so they answer the phone,
Okay.
or or a
Okay.
simple meditation visualization of being calm and peaceful, which doesn't work most of the time, but I try. It gets me in a meditative state. So
Well,
it's not really a spell, but it's kind of a spell because I'm doing it on myself. Like it's a
yeah.
self
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, it's yeah, no, it's a spell. Okay. Number three. Do you work with familiars?
Sort of. Yes, sort of no. I have a familiar.
You have a
I do
familiar.
pull I do pull on her.
Okay. That sounds like you work with her.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Familiar work's really tricky because it's not something you do every day. You don't want to drain your source.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? They need to have vitalization too. But like if you're doing certain works, travels, journeys, and you need a source that can delve between worlds, then yeah,
Mm. Okay. Okay. Four. Do you work necromancy?
yes.
Okay. Last color. What is your favorite color to work with and
Last
incorporate?
answer.
What did I say?
Last color. Crazy. Um, I don't really know, to be honest. I say that as I sit here and color this whole page green of questions. Um, but I feel like black is my favorite color, period. End of story. I love a black candle. I like a black robe. I
Hmm.
like a dark night. Like,
I'm
but
with
then
you on all
there's
that.
hot pink and I like neon colors. Okay, if we're getting out of the witch world, neon green, neon pink,
I
neon
mean, they're
yellow,
all in the witch
black,
world. Like your
neon
favorite color
and
too, witchcraft, or like your favorite color to incorporate.
picture a 90s windbreaker. That's me.
I'm literally, I see it. Oh, I see it. I actually see like the zebra, like little print on it
Uh-huh.
too. Uh huh.
Yeah,
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 I
yeah.
see it. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yes.
It's got buttons on
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Zipper.
Oh,
A
well, I
zipper.
see zipper and buttons. I still see the like it's the zipper, then the buttons.
Yeah, because there was buttons on the pockets and there was
Yeah.
buttons on the
I,
cuff of the
I
pants.
was
Yeah,
about to
yeah,
say
yeah.
we got the buttons on the cuffs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yes.
I'm seeing it. Yeah, that's
Mm.
crazy. That's crazy. That is so you.
I know I'm vibrant yet dark.
Yeah, I'm just dark. I
And
like the
that's
dark
fine.
colors. I like the forest type greens. I like the deep rich browns. I like the blacks, the royal purples and blues.
The royal
Yeah,
purple. Gorgeous. I'm
yeah.
a freaking slut for purple. Purple and bright green with black, bro. That is the shit. But then you throw some neon pink in there and it's the shitter even more. So,
Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Well, that is the end of our lightning round. The end of
woo-woo.
our questions. And so, next episode we already have ready. It's going to be based on occult and hermetic philosophy. So make sure y'all tune
Yes.
in. And we don't know when it'll be out yet, but we know it'll be out this month or next month or one of the two at
We'll
least
figure the schedule out and post because
or at
we'll
most.
we'll we'll have somewhere to post all this on our shop page, probably on Facebook or Instagram.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you loved us. I hope this was fun. Now y'all know a little bit about us. So I hope you join us on this little adventure. And if y'all like
Yes.
occult witchcraft topics, this is the place.
And if you
Listen.
have any suggestions for future episodes, please don't hesitate to drop them in.
No, let us know. Let us know if you got questions, anything. Please, we are open to all types of communications. I'm just not giving you my phone number because that's weird. All right now. All right now.
Yeah, we need
Crescent.
some separation.
Exactly, Crescent. Now hang up on these people. I just dropped it on them. No, I'm kidding. Have a wonderful day or night, guys.
Have a wonderful day.
We'll catch you in the next time. In the next one.
Yeah. A goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye bye.